Hello, welcome. It's that time for me right now, exactly 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the West Coast here, and it's the second shortest day of the year. Tomorrow is the winter solstice, so yeah, it gets dark early. Unless you live in the southern hemisphere, then sunny as hell right now for you. But good to see Uncle, our first moderator here today. Hey, Uncle, the guy that sold you a Christmas tree. Asked if you're going to put it up yourself. I said, no, that would hurt. No way, that would hurt. What do you like put up a giant tree or like assemble like a plastic tree? But yeah, we were debating if we should put together our vintage like plastic tree. We should probably get rid of it, actually. It's probably made out of asbestos or something like that. Probably just safer just leaving it where it is right now. Anyway, not to go on a bummer note about Christmas, just saying that there are disadvantages to having fake Christmas trees, especially ones that were made like a long time ago, like before I was born probably. But anyway, a joke. Okay, that was a joke, Uncle. Put it up yourself. I'm bad with humor lately. I mean, I don't know. I'm not. There's some jokes. Angie, do you get that one? I'm not missing. Anyway, is your tree a cactus? That would make sense, Graven. That would be a good addition to the joke there. And Metalhead, yeah, just don't buy trees because, yeah, we're kind of Scroogey. Angie and I are talking about how we're probably some of the most fiscally conservative people we know. You know, nothing to do with politics. Just like, you know, realize that Christmas trees are kind of expensive, and I'd rather just get something that's going to last a little bit longer. But hey, if it makes your holidays more cheery and you get some value out of it, you know, it works for your proposition, your value proposition. For us, yeah, we're pretty chill. We barely even buy gifts. We just try to have a good time. Like, speaking of which, yesterday was actually tomorrow is our dating anniversary, which we like to celebrate because it's, you know, in an off season. You know, it's not in the middle of summer or anything like that. It's pretty chill, and we went out and celebrated it yesterday. So we chose yesterday too because it wasn't a weekend, and it was 73 degrees and sunny and gorgeous. It was just such a beautiful day. So we said, why wait till Saturday when it'll be more crowded? And I'll have to go help my mom out earlier in the day. Thursday, we just made it wide open. No appointments or anyone to deal with us that day, and 73 degree day just a few days before the winter solstice. Can't beat it. So that's what we did. That was our dating anniversary, and Angie and I had a great time, and I'm a really lucky man. So thank you, Angie, for being with me after all these years, you know, through everything we've gone through. We had as good a time as we possibly could probably yesterday. So that was cool. Sarah, we're kind of like you. Yeah, we've never had a Christmas tree other than the vintage plastic one that will break out of the closet from time to time. But so I'm kind of inclined to leave it up there. Like, it's probably has some asbestos and the white powder on the tree branches. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think I've ever bought a Christmas tree in my adult life either. I'm pretty sure I haven't. Angie can correct me on that one. Yeah, we had a really nice anniversary, our dating anniversary. We realized long ago our dating anniversary is cool because it's in winter, like the winter solstice, you know, and our wedding anniversary is in the middle of summer, peak tourist time, peak heat, just hectic, crazy time of year. And, you know, we will do something, but we learned, hey, we should celebrate our dating anniversary. We've been doing that pretty consistently now for quite a few years now. I'm with you, Travis. Cutting down a tree or having someone else cut down a tree, and then, like, for us, it has to be shipped from far away because you really don't, like, grow Christmas trees that well in our climate, and then you throw it away a few weeks later. Might as well buy something cool. You know, like, in my case, you know, I could use some cool music gear. I'd get some plugins for audio, do, you know, something cool that'll last a long time, a lot longer than a Christmas tree. Let's see, Graven, when you have kids, which, yeah, we don't have kids. That's like you have to go all out the holiday season. Someone has to make the magic for them since Santa's a lazy SOB. I get it. I know people have kids. It's a whole different equation. The value proposition probably makes a lot more sense. Your kids will probably give you a bunch of crap if you're the only ones of all your kids' families, kids' parents who don't celebrate the holidays and, you know, hey, we're too cool for that, or we're agnostic, or whatever. You know, you gotta do it when you have kids. I get it. I would probably do all that stuff too if I had kids. In fact, our first Christmas here with the cats, like a little over a decade ago. We had our little plastic tree up that year, and it was really special. Like our little baby kitties running around a little tiny old vintage Christmas tree. It was really beautiful. It was a moment I will cherish forever, and Angie's got some amazing pics from that time. So I get it. Even though cats aren't like human kids, they kind of are, you know. I celebrated just like a family that year. Wow, that is a surprise, Uncle. Did you get some of that vegan raspberry cheesecake? And we do have a small pine tree in the front yard. I guess if we're really hardcore, we could go decorate. Yeah, we should pop by Uncle's. What are you doing for Christmas, Uncle? We haven't fully finalized what we will or will not do. I mean, I should go see my mom around then, but I'm going to go see her tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I'm going to go right back. Now, what you doing, Uncle? Maybe we'll pop by and chill with Uncle on Christmas or something, or Christmas Eve. Let us know what your plans are, Uncle. Let's see, what's Sarah always getting from Santa here? Yeah, she makes Christmas sound pretty rad now. Massage, running shoes, haircuts, gym membership cash. That's cool, man. I gotta hook up with your Santa. What do we gotta do? It's funny, we're just talking about that. I was trying to find a local place to cut my hair that didn't cost a lot of money, and one that has like Asian stylists too, so they can kind of have an idea how to deal with my hair. So I think I found one like I could probably walk to. Yeah, I totally could walk to. I mean, I can walk really far. So yeah, I might go get my hair cut. Maybe next time you see me, or maybe 2 more Friday. I might have a different hair thing going on. It's starting to, like, you know, get kind of crazy and long. But, you know, I've saved a lot of money. I haven't had my hair cut in over half a year, and I proved veganism doesn't make you bald. It's grown quite a bit in the 6 months or so. Well, that's cool. Graven, people are buying Christmas gifts at Goodwill? Cool. Yeah, I haven't bought any Christmas gifts for anyone. Angie, my mom, no one. I've just been dealing with a lot of stuff these past few weeks, and I just haven't had the Christmas spirit like overtake me or anything like that. Oh, Goodwill, Diablo-So. It's an American thing. I don't think you have them in Europe. If you do, they wouldn't be the scale as they are here. It's a place where people here donate their old belongings. If you have anything you want to get rid of, clothes, furniture, your old stereo, TV, whatever, you know, cameras, anything, you can take it to Goodwill. And if it's a really big item, they'll come pick it up too. They'll pick it up, you know, from your front yard or whatever. So that's a donation-based store, and you know, you can go there and buy these things as a consumer as well. They'll have things for a lot cheaper than they would usually cost, and sometimes for collectors, you can find some cool things. If you know what you're looking for, you might find an old, you know, valuable stereo piece of gear or a guitar or something like that, a camera. Who knows? Metalhead, your LDL cholesterol is only 55. Damn, I wish I had your genetics there. Sounds rad. I can't get mine that low. Charity shops in the UK. That's probably a good comparison there, or similarity. Hey, Nikki, really into Asian food? Yeah, we just had Angie just made us a Japanese potato and apple based curry for dinner just right before coming on, so I feel pretty good right now. So yeah, tonight, yeah, me, your cult leader, I'm a little tired. I did go to the gym today. Fortunately, I didn't do that kind of marathon basketball session like I did last Friday, which totally wiped me out, like 3 hours, 2,000 calories of basketball. The sad thing is I went back to the gym Tuesday and did something almost quite like that. Just a little shorter, a few less calories, but still a pretty marathon-y basketball day. So when I went today, I said, all right, I'm feeling it. You know, even though I had a few days to recover, I'm still feeling the 2 sessions. So I tried to take it easy today. I didn't play any games, but now my body is still recovering, so I feel a little fatigued. But I'm so grateful I didn't play any games today. But your cult leader is a little tired. You pulled a double at the gym? What is a double at the gym, Sarah? I mean, she went twice? I don't think I've ever done that, like gone early, then later on in the day. If so, that's really cool. And got a massage too? Wow, that's rad. Hey, Nikki, thanks for being a member for 12 months. Thank you so much for being a Happy Fam. And also, speaking of Happy Fam, our Happy Fam, which are our channel members, people that pay, to, be Happy Fams and help support our channel here. Anyway, did you guys get the little message from Angie that she's putting or has put the finishing touches on a special members only exclusive video for you guys? So I guess the question in her mind now is, when should she put it out? Like, not today, obviously, because, I'm doing the live stream. Would you guys like to see it tomorrow? Would you like to see it Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? I mean, it's not really a Christmas or holiday themed video. It's just like I don't know what Angie's described it as so far, but yeah, but how did you describe it, Angie? Anyway, so I just want to let you guys know, Angie's got a video. We watched it last night, and then I think she made a couple edits today to make it even better for you guys. That's how hardcore Angie is. A video that's only going to be seen by a few people. She went the extra mile to make it perfect for you guys. It's the uncle. All right, you'd love for us to come over, but you'll be out in Long Beach for Christmas near Colorado Park. Ah, okay. All right, so there goes that idea. Oh, it's all right. We'll probably just chill out on Christmas, Anyway. Let's see, Graven. Yeah, I know. I don't have any control. I don't have any influence on what's going on with the farm subsidies. I wish I did. I don't think either of those two guys will end it. Yeah, but Angie, that dinner you just made us tonight, you're stuffed. It was potatoes, carrots, shiitake mushrooms, apples, served over rice with a curry too, right? That golden curry that you can buy in the stores in the little box. You know what I'm talking about. Some of you guys, but yeah, it was cool. I was feeling. So Angie's describing our members' video that you guys will get. It's a look back at our year visiting DCA, which is Disney California Adventure, the park we usually go to. It has the better vegan eats, and that's why we go there. It's a little more chill too, combining all of the 1-minute shorts with a ton of unreleased footage and a new commentary from Angie to create a half-hour vlog tour of the park. So if you guys have never really been to DCA, Disney California Adventure, or haven't been in a long time and you want to join us and see what we did all year, all the different places we ate, all the weird little things we discovered and did. Yeah, check it out. It was like 20 odd minutes, and we watched it last night, and it just went by like that. I go, wow, that was like 20 odd minutes. It seemed like 5 minutes of it. It was fun. Yeah, it's weird how Angie could make combine a bunch of shorts together and still have like a story to tell throughout the whole thing. So yeah, check it out. It'll come out soon because it's done. Yeah, the golden curry from Japan. That's what we had on that dinner tonight. So I haven't said hello to everyone, so I feel bad. I see that Allison just popped in. Jesse 12 String's been around a while. Travis has been on a while, and who else have I ignored? Hey, Heidi, I didn't see you either, and Timothy, and Spaz82 said you've been vegan 8 or 9 years now. Awesome. I didn't write the date down either. I kind of know roughly when, like what month, the time of year, but I didn't write the date down. I didn't know I was going to start a vegan channel like later on, and I should know this stuff. But anyway, a nut steak. What is a nut steak, Diabloso? Okay, Angie's video is actually 28 minutes. Wow, I didn't feel like that. Yeah, it said 20 odd minutes. Oh yeah, we might get some vegan tamales too. Oh yeah, we have to order by 10 tonight. Oh, I forgot about that, Angie. Thanks for reminding us. Yeah, we stopped by his place yesterday. Shane's vegan tamales, and got a few. It's not enough, but yeah, we got to get some more. Nut steak sounds naughty. You're right, Sarah. Yeah, you got a naughty mind to even think that, but you're absolutely right. Yeah, some of us remember the date we went vegan and others don't. Yeah, Allison, spring of 2014. Yeah, I remember mine was in the autumn, early autumn of 2010. Because I remember I did it not too long after a camping trip that we did to Catalina. We always go to Catalina in early October. So it was a little bit after that. Like, a few weeks, a month, something in that ballpark. So it was like late October, early November. Mitty, how many bananas do I eat a day? That's a begged question. It seems I eat bananas every day. And I eat bananas many days, but I don't eat bananas every day. Like yesterday, I had 0 bananas. I had oatmeal for breakfast. But today, after the gym, it's pretty much a slam dunk. As long as I'm not out of bananas, which is super, super rare. I mean, that's a tragedy in this house to be out of bananas. But yeah, I had I think 5, maybe 6 bananas in my post workout smoothie, my breakfast that I had after going to the gym and working out on the basketball court. But yeah, that's kind of normal after roughly 2-hour basketball session. I didn't play the games today, so I'm tired from the last 2 trips where I played for like 3 hours and. Oh my God! Don't do that when you're in your 50s. Don't just have play 3 hours on one day, then 3 days later play 3 hours again. You need more recovery, unless you're in super amazing shape. Oh yeah, for Angie's vlog that we're talking about for the members. Yeah, we can actually watch it together. Because we haven't figured out if you can do a premiere that's private. So what we often do on Angie's members only vlogs is we premiere it to anyone and everyone who can watch it live at the premiere. Like say we do it one day at 5 p.m. or something like that. Then after that, it'll go private for Happy Fam members. So that's always cool. That way you can still see it, but you won't be able to, you have to be at, watch it at a certain exact moment in time. There's no on demand later on, most YouTube videos are. So it'll be public for 27 minutes, then it'll be private right after that. Nikki, you know exactly your vegan anniversary. July 17th. Wow. Oh, I forgot to watch Vegan Zombies trailer. I totally forgot to watch it. I feel so stupid. I guess I've just been so occupied with so many odd things, between all the various things I've been spending my time on for the past week or so. I totally forgot to watch it. Thanks for reminding me. I'll watch that. That's easy. I don't need to do anything other than go find his channel and click it. Other than compared to say watching Christspiracy, trying to hook my iPad or laptop into the TV, a little bit more trouble. So I haven't seen Christspiracy yet because I tell you it's movie length and I'm not going to watch a movie with Angie on an iPad. And I have an iPad mini, so the screen's even smaller. I could see if I had a giant iPad Pro or something, maybe then, but because I told you there were some issues. I had issues streaming it, airplaying it from my iPad to the TVs. So anyway, yeah. But Angie, she gave Chris $20 back when he did the fundraiser for his movie. You can cuddle up around the iPad. We have before, Sarah. When we've taken it on trips before. I distinctly remember when we did our vacation. I think it was around 27. We drove up to Sebastopol. If you guys don't know where that is, that's a town. I don't know. Well, you help me out, sir. Maybe an hour-ish or so. Maybe a little more than that. North of San Francisco. Yeah, about an hour north of San Francisco. In kind of the heart of Sonoma wine country. Anyway, I remember we watched on our iPad. We watched that movie that portrayed the Beach Boys. I forgot what the name of it was, but I remember chilling out on the bed and watching that. Thanks, Don Jackson, for the super chat tip. Did it read your thing? Did it read your super chat? Let me know if you guys heard Don's super chat. It should have went voice to what do I call it? Voice to text or text to speech. Did it say happy holidays? Let me know. Okay, about an hour and 15 north of San Francisco. It all depends on traffic. It could be, I remember that the drive back was hellish. I think we left on on a weekend to go back home, and oh man, just trying to get out of Sebastopol, getting on the 101 and heading south towards the Bay Area, it was killer. I remember we took a weird route back because it sucked so bad. But anyway, Bay Area traffic can suck. Yeah, it's a bit north and west of San Francisco because that's how the California Cove kind of it goes north. Hey, can we have a map of California here? No, we don't. I thought we might have one on this shirt. So anyway. Traffic down there really sucks. Not the good kind of suck. It's better, right? When you get further north of there, isn't it better? Like, you know, once you get past Petaluma and Hillsburg and Cloverdale and all that, isn't it better up in there? Anyway, God, I can't remember the name of that Beach Boy movie we were watching. Was it a Beach Boys or was it about Brian? It was an actual movie, not like a documentary. It was like they're actors. But yeah, we cuddled up with the iPad, but I wouldn't want to do it all. It was called Smile. That's it, Angie. Thank you. When you said it was called Smile, I was thinking of our song called Smile when you read that. That's what registered. Like, I thought maybe you're answering someone about a song, our song Smile. Like, what was that song you made where you made the music video out on the beach and all that? Yeah, anyway, that's it. Novato to Santa Rosa is bad. I remember, yeah, when we went up to, when we actually stayed in Cloverdale about 2010 or something like that, 2009. I remember, yeah, the traffic was kind of rougher around Santa Rosa. Like, wow, we were driving on this like chill highways. All of a sudden, wow, what's this big town out here, Santa Rosa? Wow, I didn't know that such kind of a big city up in the middle of Sonoma County. Oh yeah, but the trip that we were talking about, Sebastopol, if you guys are hardcore viewers of our channel, you might remember the vlog we made about it. That's the trip where we had car problems. We took one of my one of our old 80s diesel Mercedes. I kept really well maintained. I have like a world class, I used to go to a world class Mercedes mechanic, one who could maintain these older diesel ones like as best as possible. And it broke down in the middle of the night on the freeway, and we had to get towed. We were having problems the whole time. Basically, on the way up, I saw some oil overflowing inside, and when I was up in Sebastopol, I'm calling a mechanic trying to get ideas and what to do, how to get back home safe. I remember when we drove back down Highway 5, Interstate 5 in August. It's hot. It's like 100 degrees, and we couldn't turn the air conditioning on. It was so like fatiguing, just sitting there so hot for so long, trying to keep the car going, and it kind of just finally started breaking down. I noticed the headlights kept getting weaker and weaker and weaker, and finally, not too far from where we live, maybe 20 minutes away, just north on the freeway, we finally got off. Said, nope, the lights are going. This is going to be really dangerous, So fortunately, yeah, we got a tow. I'm a AAA member. They dropped our car off not too far around the corner from our house, and then the following Monday, probably, I had it towed to our mechanics, got it fixed up, and then I sold it not too long after that. I figured I don't need to have two old vintage cars. It's a lot of headache. Logica, Asterix. Hey, if you're biking a lot, that's cool. Driving can kind of really suck. Yeah, it was kind of harrowing. Fortunately, nothing really bad happened, or nothing bad happened. It was kind of harrowing, just having to drive such a long distance, like, I said, like an hour north of San Francisco, getting to Southern California on what is a not perfectly functioning car, not knowing exactly what the problem was. I think it ended up being an alternator problem. So anyway, it sucked. Oh gosh, I can't. Hang on, guys. My mom's calling. 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, well, 1 second. I think she might have butt dialed me. She didn't seem to respond when I answered, so who knows? She doesn't remember that I do the live streams on Friday. Yeah, our headlights stopped working on the freeway now. They were just getting dimmer and dimmer, and finally got to the point like, okay, this is quite dangerous. Ah, she's calling again. All right, I'll be right back, guys. My mom again. All right, sorry about that. Anyway, gosh, I don't know what happened the first time, but anyway, all good. Nothing bad's happening. I told her some kind of, she needs to sign something. She didn't understand what it was. I explained it to her earlier today. She doesn't remember, so I said, "Don't worry, I'm going to help you out tomorrow with it. Worry not. It's all handled. It's good." So anyway, that's that. Okay, so yeah, I use that be right back screen very rarely. Yeah, fortunately I got it. And it does cut off the mic, right? You didn't hear any of my conversation, did you? I thought I have it, so there's no let me check it. I can just look right now if there's any. Let me check it out again. Yeah, there's no mic there. All right, cool. So anyway, yeah, you never know when you need a be right back screen, you know, especially one where you can cut off the audio, so like you're fully, you know, away, separated from like the world out there. They can't see or hear anything. A spirit board to call your mom? What is that? Yeah, we haven't seen Dr. Bear in a little bit, and we miss Dr. Bear. I know she's been busy with school and stuff, but hopefully she'll come back. If you ever are watching, like, non-live, you know, like, you know, on demand, we miss you, Dr. Bear, so come back. Yeah, it's been maybe, I would say, month and a half or two, Sarah, something like that, possibly. So anyway, I try not to take it personally. I know people get busy, people move on, and it's all good. It's all part of life. Oh, okay. That's what I thought you were saying, Graven. Okay. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Yeah, no, Fu was here. I remember Fu like last week or two. He didn't stay the longest, but no, he was here. Just seriously, like last week or two. Fu Man Poo. So, anyway, I can't remember what we were discussing before that. I guess we were just kind of jumping around stuff. Yeah, he was here last week. Yeah, that was it. But yeah, not this week. And often Fu Manpu, if he doesn't show up, he'll come ahead of time and maybe make a comment like an hour or two before the live stream starts. And yeah, he did that last week too. Then he was here on the live stream. But yeah, nothing this week. So I hope he's doing all right. Remember he was saying he was having some problems and was it his life or health? I can't remember now. But we care about you, Fu Manpu. So if you can, come back. Let's see, Uncle. Yeah, whose audience of middle ground debate that I did that rebuttal to? Don't they know that anyone with any familiarity with veganism would see straight through the anti-vegan lies? Yeah, and I'm glad they had actual vegans there in front of the anti-vegans to say, no, that's complete bullshit. It doesn't cost more to eat potatoes and rice like that gal saying. That's just... It's totally 100% false. How can steak be cheaper than... She specifically singled out starches and grains. Like, are you serious? I know. And there's other stuff too I didn't show. I was gonna... there was like a hunter guy on the stage who was starting to put out like a combine harvester argument. So I might go back and just like continue on with more of the nonsense. But yeah, it's just so out there. Like, oh, yeah, I did veganism in a really weird way. I lost my period. All the vegans I was hanging out with thought it was cool. That singles you. I know exactly what crowd you're hanging out with, and that's not veganism. Veganism doesn't require you to undereat and eat only fruit or something like that. And think about it. Why would, if you're a vegan, why would the animals demand that you eat only uncooked fruit? The animals don't give a shit. They just don't want to be eaten themselves. They don't care if you're eating raw. It's just so weird how they think that's what veganism is, and it's known that raw leads often in many people. Like if you're looking at the statistics, like I showed, that it can lead to malnourishment in a large percentage. Not everyone. But anyway, thanks, Sarah. Thanks for the nut steak fund. And we didn't really figure out what that was exactly. Maybe I can Google it. Hopefully I won't get a bunch of porn or something like that. But thanks, Sarah, for the super chat tip. Much appreciated. If you still have a few more shares of the Tesla that you've been hanging on, your Tesla shares, yeah, you see it's done quite well over the past month or so, since the election. The circle of life. Whenever they're bringing that up, the circle of life has nothing to do with what they think about. The circle of life is just debunking all their nonsense they bring over and over again. That's my life. Having to go through this whole circle of responding to the same like 5 or 10 stupid arguments. That's good. Just got a little bit. I'm not holding on to any, so you got a little extra profits from that. The tea and the hat are a great match. I didn't put that. I wasn't planning that, but now you say, yeah, it's the same kind of brown for the hat, the shirt. And I thought the vibe would go. When I put the hat on, I'm thinking, okay, I got the California shirt. Hats like this, little thin knit caps, are very common amongst like California dudes. Really common amongst surfers, like people that live around the beach and all. They're probably common in other parts of the state or country as well. I'm just speaking from my experience. So I thought this would be a pretty California looking outfit here, if you want to call it that, a shirt and a hat. Aqua avocado. Yeah, I was saying I played too much basketball recently. I'm kind of fatigued. Today I was at the gym for an hour and 50 minutes. And I made a point when I was on the basketball court to not get involved in any games. Just go through and do a bunch of my drills that I do, like shooting, dribbling, all sorts of things I work on to improve my game, my skills, my conditioning. But I made a point to not get into any games because I played for over 3 hours on Tuesday and about 3 hours on Friday, just like 3 days before. So I'm feeling that still. It's like 2 marathons back to back for me. Okay, beanies are common up there in Oregon too. Yeah, I figured it's a West Coast thing maybe, huh? I've seen that Angie pointed out like some haters, or maybe not haters, some people have commented in the comments in the past about me wearing a toboggan. Like, what? I don't know where you guys are from that are calling this a toboggan. I've never seen anyone in my life, in real life, in front of me say, hey, I'm going to go wear a toboggan or nice toboggan. So I guess maybe in other parts of the country or world these have a different name, but to me a toboggan, isn't that like a winter sledding vehicle or something like that? I don't know, but this is definitely not a toboggan. Ooh, let me stretch my leg out here. What do you think, Allison? Do you know people that call us a toboggan? I was confused, and I think they were trying to say it in a mean way. I go, I don't wear a toboggan. I'm wearing a little knit cap. Oh yeah. Actually, guys, yesterday too, on our dating anniversary, we did a bunch of things. One thing, we ended it stopping by an all-vegan grocery store. It's not a huge store, like a giant supermarket. It's like a smaller, like a neighborhood, like a liquor store kind of sized market, But yeah, everything there is vegan. So we picked up a few. I could try to eat those like Asian things later tonight, maybe steam them up. But yeah, we got a couple things. We got some of the Yo egg. Have you guys seen that? It has like, we used to get it at Veggie Grill. It's an egg product that's like has a real, like not a real, but a vegan yolk. It's not like Just Egg. Like Just Egg is scrambled egg, but this is like an egg over easy, like the white egg with the yellow thing in the middle. They have a vegan version of that. It's kind of hard to find. That's the only place I know where you can actually buy it. I think at first they were just selling it to like commercial food makers, but now they're making a retail push. So anyway, that was fun. You call them Scullies. You must be from Australia, right? Aqua Avocado 64. That sounds very Australian. Scullies. I like how I'm assuming Australian because I notice Australians often make really, really cute sounding slang words for things. So yeah, the vegan market was cool, Fallon Marie. Yeah, we stopped by, got a few more things. What else did we get? Yeah, I can't remember now. We got a little box full of stuff. Well, we got some tofu. What are those things called? Curls, soy curls. So they're not tofu, soy curls. Okay, Angie, I think that's right. Yeah, Southerners, people in like southern states were calling this a toboggan as well. So I don't know why these are toboggans in the South. But anyway, oh yeah, some vegan mole. We thought that might go good with the soy curls. Yeah, so yeah, it was a fun little trip. Yeah, it's along a path that we kind of frequent, like a route that we frequent. So we should stop by there more. It's kind of cool. How many of you guys have an all vegan market you can go to? So we should try to take advantage of it. Yeah, beanies. Yeah, beanies is a common phrase too, Graven. But yeah, I think Andrew's remembering some of these people that commented about this on YouTube comments. She thought, yeah, they were Southern people that called these toboggans. So maybe it's not all Southern states, like maybe not in Florida, maybe just in like some, maybe Alabama, Mississippi, who knows, Arkansas, maybe somewhere like that. Blog Party, I just answered the basketball question. Are you the same person that I just answered the question to there? But yeah, I played basketball today without playing games because I told you I'm tired from my past 2 gym trips where I played way too long, especially for a man of my advanced years. That's the thing you gotta. I'll just give you a foreshadowing what it's like to be older, and an athlete. Okay, I'm not mad at you, Black Party. Someone just asked that like a minute ago. Yeah, you got to really, as you get older, this can apply if you're in your 30s and you're comparing yourself to your like younger 20s self. And as you get older, you got to be more aware of like listening to your body, seeing how it feels. I know it sounds kind of woo woo and stuff, but if you're, if you're athletic, you know what's kind of normal for your body, and if something kind of feels a little fatigued or off. Instead of trying to play through it, which you might be able to do when you're younger successfully, try not to do that too often when you're older, because your body might let you play through the fatigue, but there'll be a bigger price to pay afterwards. I'm saying, yeah, just respect if you're getting signs from your body that it needs a little rest or anything. Just be safe rather than sorry is what I'm saying. Because, you don't want to get injured. You don't want to be out longer than you need to be. So yeah, today I didn't sit out. I just didn't play any games. I just worked out on the court, did all my stuff. It's pretty grueling. I come back pretty tired, and I think it was maybe like 700 calories an hour, 50. It's a decent little workout. A beanie brigade? How's this a brigade? Doesn't a brigade mean like multiple? Because I only have one hat quite like this one. I have that blue purple one I got in Arcata, which is I wear only when it's really cold. If you ever see me wearing that blue purple one, it's cold. This one's nice and thin. This one's very appropriate for Southern California. But I wear that blue one. Like say if we were going to go out tonight or something, I would wear it outside. Everything is off for you today these days, Uncle, like as far as exercise, like stressing your body, fatiguing yourself. Let's see, Blog Party. Yeah, you've been hooping with your 11-year-old. Awesome. And you're just waiting for the day when he can get the best of you. Yeah, you should still be able to, unless your 11-year-old's like an extreme prodigy, you should still be able to beat your 11-year-old. But yeah, wait till they're 13, 14. If they got some skills and some speed, it's going to get tougher and tougher. Aqua Avocado 64, you're 60. You play hard, stay strong. Awesome. I'm just trying to stay healthy, and I love playing guys and then letting them know, like in the middle of the game, like, hey, like why are you playing me so hard, man? You're guarding me like I'm a former like pro or something. I'm like 57, and I'm tired. I've been here like 2 hours. You don't need to like play me so like defend me so tight. I'm not gonna move that quick right now. I'll save my speed and energy bursts for defense, but I usually don't like sprint on offense or anything like that. It's just my nature. I'm just naturally a defense first kind of player. Not to say I don't have offensive moves or anything like that, but I just kind of budget my energy. I skew it towards defense. So anyway, I'm not here to brag. I'm just telling you how I see, how I strategize, how I budget my energy when playing, which you got to do at all ages if you're playing any sport, particularly basketball, which is a pretty grueling sport. But yeah, when you're older like me, you really have to be smart about how you're going to allocate your energy. That comes with maturity. Yeah, exactly. Knowing how, you know what I'm talking about. Any sport, you got to know how to budget your energy, especially as you get older. Yeah, you're learning some tips from older people. Budget your energy, listen to your body, see if it's giving you any signs that it might be not quite 100%, and maybe you shouldn't go all out on that day. Little tricks like this can really go a long way to keep you active and fewer injuries. Let's see. Did I ever know a dude in Vegas named Eamon? Doesn't ring a bell. He used to speak of a Ryan, but it was a long time ago in Vegas. Must sound crazy. No, I don't really have any buddies in Vegas named Eamon. In fact, I don't think I have any buddies. Well, I know a musician in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, named Eamon. That's about it. Yeah, there goes Angie saying that. Yeah. Uncle has extreme maturity. And I don't think his name was Demon either. What's that, Sarah? That's why ultra runners thrive in their 40s and 50s. They've learned not to blow their wad in the first 5 miles. Anyone doing like distance running, at any age, unless you're world class, you really can't be sprinting like at all. You got to learn how to really budget your energy. Yeah, maybe running taught me some of these energy budgeting strategies to help me in my older age here to continue being athletic and competitive at such an old basketball age. Not to say guys my age don't play. I see it all the time. Not all the time, but I mean, yeah, sure. I just don't see too many guys doing the crazy stuff that I'm still doing. Just guarding the youngsters. Some 140-pound, like 18-year-old comes in super quick and he's scoring a bunch of points, and I don't like that. I'll say, hey, let me guard him. You're doing a fine job, but I'll take on the little speedster and see if I can bother him with my size, my length, and my foot speed and my wisdom. Doesn't always work, but it works out most of the time. So anyway, yeah, enough about me and my dumb basketball stuff. You guys don't care. It must be the youthful vegan vibes. I don't know. I think I look just right for my age. Yeah. So let's see. We're already 44 minutes in almost, and no one's coming in to tell us or why they eat meat. I put that in the title, didn't I? Yeah. Why do you still eat meat? I thought for sure someone would come and say, I eat meat because it's natural to eat meat and it's unnatural to eat them. I thought someone would come in and take the bait, but no one's doing it. That sucks. I don't know why YouTube doesn't suggest us to more haters. We care about your things, Heidi. Thanks, Heidi. But like I said, I don't want to like be all conceited and just talk about my stuff. I'll talk about what I do, my interests, but within reason. I won't dwell on it for too long. Nut meat. Are we back to that again? Wait, is that what we were talking about earlier? Was that what Sarah was talking about? The nut steak. Nut steak. What's that, Allison? You wish that film/Instacam photos were vegan. That's one thing that hasn't been replaced successfully so far. Oh, okay. If you're actually printing on film like those Instamatic type cameras, get it right. It's nut steak. I don't know what it is, Heidi. I don't know. Diablaso, a vegan here, was talking about it. So he's eating it out in Norway. So I don't know what it's like here. No, nut meat. Yeah, not butt meat. Butt meat. But B-U-T, not B-U-T-T. If anyone's just listening, like cooking right now and just listening. I didn't say butt meat. I said butt meat. B-U-T. Not butts. Definitely not butts. Okay, and Diablaso, who brought up this whole nut steak thing in the first place? He's giving us some more info. They use nut steak instead of pig flesh. So most of us don't even know what nut steak is, really, but I'm glad that whatever that is, I'm glad they're using that instead of pig flesh. Wow. Nutcrackers and little pics that match them? Wow, I'm having trouble picturing that. Hey, Milo from the island of Hawaii. You're going through a healing phase. You don't want to get into it, but you don't have a lot of energy. But my SoCal vegan Christmas conversation is very comforting. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, just chill. If you don't have the energy to participate in the chat much, Milo, totally understand it. If it's just hanging out, listening is helping with the healing and comforting, go for it. I'm happy that you're just here and being chill. Hey, Fu Man Poo, you're here. We were just talking about you earlier. Fu just drove 700 miles today. That's crazy. That's like for me, say driving to San Francisco and back. That's crazy. His buttocks and soul hurt. Hello and good night. Be safe, see you later. Yeah, Fu. Yeah, it's 9:46 out there. Yeah, get some sleep. That sounds extremely tiring. Jam some good. I haven't played guitar like all week, man, but I'll grab one here. Let's see if anything comes to mind here. I don't know. I'm not feeling anything in particular right now. I'll do a major 7th chord. Yeah, I'm not feeling anything right now. I just haven't been focusing on guitar playing that much for much of this year, actually. I've been working on music, been producing, and playing some guitar in the music production, but I haven't been doing anything that requires a lot of practice. Literally, I could not play guitar for a year, and I'll still be able to pick up a guitar and have a decent amount of proficiency and play, I'll be able to play my chords and if I need to do a solo that's not all that complicated, no problem. But anyway, okay, so Allison is describing to Jesse, who asked, what's not vegan about those Instamatic photos? She said that gelatin is used in the photo paper and in the negatives. For instance, it's in the photos themselves too. Wow, okay. Photo paper and the negatives. Well, good thing, since I've gotten into photography a bit, I've gotten in the digital age. So yeah, I haven't had a camera shoot with film. I can't even tell you. I have no clue. It's been that long. I mean, Angie was an early adopter of digital cameras. In fact, when we first started dating, I told you we're just celebrating our dating anniversary right now, yesterday. I remember she had a little digital camera. Oh, it's actually kind of big, and the resolution it shot was really tiny, not even like HD or anything like that. It was, not even video, just but anyway, and the colors are all crap, but my point is, we've been pretty digital our whole time together, and we've been together a long time. Yeah, it's got to be true for Polaroid too. It's the same tech there, Uncle. If I don't see how Polaroid would have some proprietary tech that was vegan and no one else had it. I haven't seen any drones, Heidi, but to be honest, I haven't been going outside much at night. It's cold. I'm not going to go out and freeze my butt off looking, hopefully, to spot a drone or something like that. I don't know what to think of the whole drone thing, to be honest with you guys. I saw how it was pointed out by some observers that most of these drones have FAA lighting on them, the green and red lights. So I guess they're not a horrible threat if they're obeying the air laws as far as that goes. But I don't know. I really don't know. It's just kind of weird how there's not a great explanation. It's cold, Sarah. I mean, it's cold. I mean, it's cold is relative, but you got to admit, once it's like in the low 60s, upper 50s, it's cold out. Let's see what it is right now. Even though we had a slightly warmer than average day, Oh, it's 57 right now, Sarah. If I went outside right now, 57 is cold. I mean, not to say freezing cold, like you're going to die or something like that, but it's uncomfortable. You got to bundle up. It feels cold, you know? 57 is objectively, I don't think too many people really go outside at 57 degrees at night, no sunshine, just at night and go, oh yeah, this feels so warm. You know, no, you're cold. Yeah, I'm with you too, Heidi, on that one. There is kind of a mass hysteria about it now too. Meaning, maybe there was something nefarious going on earlier. Maybe it was some kind of spy thing or actual aliens or something like that. But I think now there's people have caught on. Probably just people are putting their own drones up there to add to the chaos. You know, so I don't know if we're ever going to get to the truth of the matter because, you know, it could be an evolving situation. And, you know, if you find out the truth right now, you can't assume that's what was going on, like, say, a month or so ago. So I don't know. Hopefully they're not here to kill us or anything like that. And if so, fortunately, we have people like Johnny Bravo in the military to protect our asses. So good to see you, Johnny. Any word on what these drones are? Any secret intelligence you can share with us? And if you did have secret intelligence, you probably couldn't share it with us. But you are anonymous right now. I don't think anyone really knows your identity here as Johnny Bravo, unless they're really, really sleuthy. They might be able to figure it out somehow, but up to you, Johnny. Nikki, thoughts on Luigi? There's a complicated situation there. The shooter assassin dude of the United Healthcare CEO. First of all, I want to say that it's pretty much never right to go out and kill someone, no matter how right you think you are. And I say this coming from a vegan perspective, because I'm not going to mention any names, but you know, you might be able to take some guesses in your minds who I might be describing, or not just one person. There's more than one, but some vegans think it's justified that if they found out someone was not vegan and they were a bad person, that alone, they feel like, I've heard them say this before, it gives them justification to unalive them, you know. And I don't care how right you think you are, that's not a justification to kill someone. That you told someone about veganism, you feel like you adequately informed them about veganism, and they refuse to go vegan, so they're going to continue harming animals, and that gives you the justification to unalive. No, it doesn't. No matter how right you think you are about something, no matter how justified you think you are and whatever your beliefs are, no, you don't have the right to unalive someone. You're not the judge, jury, and executioner. That being said, yeah, our healthcare system here is shit, and it's just so, what's the word I'm looking for? Just, it's not compatible to have for-profit corporations that pay shareholders, for their profits on healthcare by not giving enough healthcare out to their customers. You shouldn't have a system like that. It's just what's the word I'm looking for? Man, I'm having trouble right now thinking of the concept. It's this conflict of interest. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. Hopefully, if any good comes out of this, it'll raise more awareness about how screwed up our healthcare system is, and hopefully it will help it from getting any worse. Maybe make things better if we can be optimistic. Yeah, Heidi, I think he should be punished too. He murdered someone. He took someone's father away from them, you know, someone's husband away from them. He should get punished, but what'd you say? I liked what you said, but it's creating some much needed attention on the healthcare industry in our country. So, yeah. So that's how I feel about that. I'm not one of these people, yeah, he's a hero, he should be set free. Like, no, he killed a guy, you know? Even, again, no matter how right you think you are, you're not the judge, jury, and executioner. We don't live in that kind of country where you just can kill someone because you think you're right. I was in the right, you know? No, it doesn't work that way. Guitar Totality, thoughts on Patrick Baboumian, vegan comic and video game? Oh, I was not aware of that, so tell me more. So I obviously don't have any thoughts about that. So Johnny, about the drones, Johnny Bravo's letting us know using his deep insider intel from the military, is that they're aliens. That's what I thought, Johnny. No, I have no idea. We'll see. Or are you being serious? It could be. To use Occam's razor, the explanation that's the simplest, or literally it means that the explanation that involves the fewest weird entities tends to be the right one. It's not a slam dunk, but it tends to be. And aliens is really bringing in some extra entities that might not need to be there, but it could be the right answer. So anyway, USA spends the most on healthcare in the world, yet has the lowest, the worst outcomes in terms of like life expectancy. How is that possible? Because we spend the money on healthcare, but so much of that money doesn't go to healthcare. It goes to the profits in these corporations that profit off not giving healthcare to people that are asking for it. Not to say they never give service to people, but that's how they make their money, by rationing service out and denying a lot of people who really have cause for going to the hospital or getting a procedure done. So that's what's wrong with our healthcare system. And there's more to it than that, but that's a huge conflict of interest to have a healthcare system that is rewarding not caring for people, not paying for people, and instead rewarding people who own their stocks, the shareholders, the people who get dividends from these companies. I don't know how you can live with yourself if that's how you're getting your dividend check, knowing, hey, I get a little money here, but I got it because they didn't give an operation to Uncle Joe, I profited off that. Okay, so Johnny said, in seriousness, they, the military, haven't told you anything about drones, but have an idea of what's probably happening, but it's just what you suspect. So share with us that, Johnny. What is it then? If they haven't told you anything, but have an idea of probably what's happening, let us know what do you think's going on. Oh, sorry, I just got a text that's kind of important, but not critical. Let's see. Johnny Bravo, might as well move to Europe for free healthcare at this point. Let's see. Well, tell us about the aliens, though. Let's see. Mick Severin says, in a poll, 41% of 18 to 29-year-olds polled said it was morally acceptable for what Luigi did. To kill a man in cold blood just because he's a CEO. And again, I'm not defending the CEO. I think United Healthcare and the way they are ranked or have been quantified as like the worst as far as denying coverage to people, denying services, denying claim, paying out. The worst, and it's criminal how they, again, profit off their customers by not giving service. But I don't think that justifies killing a guy, I mean, I don't know what you can do, though, to fix the system. But killing a guy is not gonna solve all that much other than raise some awareness. But, I can't support killing a guy, no matter how wrong that person might be. Seriously, again, we're not the judge, jury, and executioner. No matter how you think you're justifying a horrible action like that, you don't have the moral right to unalive a person. Some of the drones are plasma orbs. Well, that doesn't help me out. What the hell's a plasma orb? Is that from aliens? Is that from Amazon? Is that from the government? What's a plasma orb? Yeah, Vixie Pixie. Yes, it's an evil entity. But no one deserves to be murdered in cold blood. And, family loses their dad and husband and all that. Brutal. So Johnny, about the drones, you're definitely thinking it's the government for sure. They would have had answers about these drones if it wasn't something the government was behind. And it sounds like, how can they say, well, they don't pose any threat. Well, how can you say that? And when in the same breath say, well, we don't know who's behind it or what they're doing, but they pose no threat. Well, if you don't know who's behind it, how do you know what the intentions are and what the threats are? That's why I'm just not trusting what they're saying, just because you can't simultaneously say, hey, we don't know what it is exactly or who's sending it and what it's capable of doing, but there's no threat. Like, you don't know what's inside of it. Then you just said you don't know jack shit about it, yet you're making a claim that you know something about it, its capabilities and threat potential. So that's just completely laughable. I mean, how dumb do they think we are when they say that? Heidi, they said the balloons weren't a threat, and they were. I kind of remember the balloons now. They were like some kind of Chinese spy balloons or something like that. Okay, so plasma orbs are considered UFOs, basically. So why is it called a plasma orb? Why don't they just call it a UFO? Is it made out of plasma? Is it necessarily orb shaped? The government knows it's a distraction from everything else going. Maybe it is. Maybe you're right, Graven. Maybe that's all it is, a distraction. So we're not thinking about what's happening in our country right now with President Musk. Who knows? I just say that because Elon just thinks, he seems to be acting and behaving like he thinks he's going to get sworn in January, and, you know, not Trump. Elon thinks he's running the show. Anyway, hey, Fu Man, back for a vacation moment. Dr. Bear, yeah, still missing in action. You're close to pulling the trigger on a Telecaster. Hell yeah. I think you're like... one thing to think about with a Telecaster as well is the pickup situation. Do you want the classic single coils as I got here? I started with some like really cool like boutique single coil pickups. But I have a really noisy environment here. There's like electric lines not too far and transformer boxes. So I got some kind of more noise rejecting pickups, but they have Telecasters with humbuckers. So there's all different ways you can get a Telecaster. That's the cool thing about a Telecaster. Even though it has its original 50s design, there's so many ways that Telecasters can come. Even Fender, they've made all these different variations like I've talked about. Yeah, you haven't heard of that going around like Elon's like talking shit like he's like gonna be president or something like that. Is the power he's gotten from over the past few weeks is really going even more to his head. I think it'll end up being like a Steve Bannon situation, because I remember when Trump got elected first time around, Bannon was like his right-hand man, and a lot of people perceived Bannon as, in the media, were calling Bannon out as the one calling the shots, and Trump is just going along with it. And when that happened, Bannon got fired or demoted, you know? So something like that could very well happen with Elon as well. Yeah, Elon couldn't be president, thank heavens, yeah, because he wasn't born in our country. But he's acting like he is anyway. I guess he's getting around it. He's like, you know, president from a distance with his money or something like that. Tesla guitar pickups? No, they don't have those. Oh yeah, I think you told us. Yeah, did you tell us last time Mrs. Pooh got you an amp for Christmas? So that's why you want to get a guitar to pair up. Yeah, I think you told me what it was, and it was something I wasn't familiar with. What's that, Jesse? You feel like we're living in a virtual version of the Inquirer. Both U.S. and Canadian politics are doing are a gong show right now, or a going show. Nikki, you going already? Where'd you say that? Goodbye, happy fam. Good to have you around, Nikki. Thanks for hanging out for an hour-ish with us. Always a pleasure. Remember, there's that special happy fam video coming out for y'all soon. Yeah, Sarah, isn't it weird how the movie Idiocracy, when did it come out? Like around 20 years ago or so, roughly, maybe a little less than that. You know, it's hauntingly more real now than it was then, you know? Not saying it's not exactly like that, but we've inched our way a little closer, uncomfortably closer to that kind of portrayal of the future, which the writer, Mike Dredd, is that his name, thought it was going to be like maybe 50 years down. And I saw an interview recently said, no, I was way off. It's like, it's coming true way quicker than I thought. Let's see. There's Trump guitars now if you want a cheaply made piece of junk. Did you see that Gibson is suing the Trump guitars because they have a copyright on the form of the single cutaway body? You can't copy their body shape, you know? So,
thanks for the tip.
Yeah, I saw Gibson had a cease and desist on the Trump guitars. Hey, Jordan, vegan, USA 16. You quit veganism. You no longer believe animals are worth more than taste. I know you're just kidding. I'll always be vegan. Vegan for the animals, for life. Thank you, Jordan, for sharing that message. And thank you for sharing a super chat tip with us. Much appreciated. I know you're, right when I read that, when I saw the first word, I knew you were joking. There's just no way. I know what kind of person you are. You're not a flaky, wishy-washy person that's, eating plants for so to attain this magical, optimal human health, or to look good in a bikini, or to influence people as a health promoter or something like that. You're doing it for the animals. And those are the people that stay vegan because they get into it for the right reasons and don't eat in some weird way that these, people that tend to quit vegan often eat in. Not saying you can't get on healthy for a long time eating in an extreme way. It's just much more difficult and more rare. So anyway, no, I didn't get scared, Diablo Sal. Yeah, rock on, Jordan. Yeah, a killer pretzel. That's cool on the rest area from your drive today. Yeah, sometimes that's the best thing you can find where you're in a place that doesn't have a lot of vegan options. Johnny, you might be heading overseas within the next year or so. What for? Like, intentionally? Do you want to go overseas, or is that just where the military might be putting you? You guys can hear Angie laughing in the background. She does have an awesome laugh, huh? Vegan for life. Animals are innocent. I agree with you 100% there, Jordan. Yeah. Why should animals be bred into existence to live an entire shortened life of exploitation, to have it abruptly ended at a slaughterhouse? I mean, what's the point of all that when you could just eat plants? There's no need to say, well, you got to eat meat for health. No, you don't have to. It's not my opinion. I've shown the health organization statements 100 billion times on this channel. There's no reason to eat animals other than A, you just don't care about animals. B, you don't care about the actual truth. You hear all this bro science baloney from guys at the gym and Joe Rogan saying, oh, if you eat vegan, you're going to have low testosterone. You're going to have to take all these supplements because it's deficient. And all this stuff's true. It just, if you want to believe false things because it solidifies your position incorrectly with it doesn't give you any facts. It just gives you more confidence to believe what you just want to believe in. You want to believe that eating meat is necessary for good health and the animals are treated great on these so-called ethical farms. Did you guys like that from that video I just responded to, that middle ground debate? On an ethical farm, I said, no, there's no such thing as a fucking ethical farm. Sorry for my French there, guys. There's no such thing as an ethical farm, really. If you really think there is such a way to keep an animal and kill an animal ethically, well, you should be able to do the same thing for a human. So describe to me, and under what conditions can we keep a human in captivity and then unalive the person? And it's going to be totally cool. There's just no such thing. Okay, Johnny. So your overseas trip, or not trip, but going overseas potentially is military related. It's up in the air right now, but if not, I'll volunteer and go on a 1-year deployment somewhere else. Well, so you're like a lifer, huh? You're like, not just in the military for a couple years. Well, Don, Elon Musk has more wealth than all of San Diego County combined. Wow, that puts it in perspective.
Thanks for the tip.
Yeah, Jordan, no excuse for murder, no excuse for killing innocent animals when you don't need to. You can eat plants. It's just, to me, it's such a no-brainer. There's no need to eat animals. It's just out of laziness or not caring or whatever excuse they want to throw at you for why they think they need to eat animals, but they actually don't. Sarah, member for almost 2 years now, 23 months, nut steak. I'm not going to get that out of my mind, nut steak. Don't stop saying nut steak, Sarah, please. Graven, you care more about people than animals. I don't know. I've never really thought about that too much. Do I care more about people than animals? I mean, I guess it depends. I mean, I care more about, say, my mom than like an animal I saw at the zoo, probably, just putting it in perspective there, but I care more about my cats than like maybe some guy I saw at the gym today or something. I don't know. I haven't really thought about that too deeply. EDOG949C. So can I eat meat? Well, I mean, you're able to physically, right? Does it mean it's right? Does it mean it's ethical? Does it mean you should do it? Just because you can do something doesn't mean you ought to do something. Just like you could take a crap on someone's head, it's physically possible. Does it mean you should do that? Is it right to do that? Is it moral to take a crap on someone's head? I mean, I don't know. Thanks, AC Lurks. Just found our channel, loving the content. Awesome. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Thoughts on lab-grown meat? I think it's great, especially for people who are just going to keep eating animals anyway. If they just say they want their meat and they don't care how it comes, just eat that, because you're not going to have to breed all these animals into existence, keep them exploited, and ultimately slaughtered. So yeah, lab-grown meat is great for most people. Maybe even good for animals like pets and zoo animals and stuff like that too. If you're a vegan, you can eat it, I guess. I don't think there's anything terribly unethical about it, especially if you eat lab-grown meat that comes from non-animal serum production method. If I understand the technology right, but I'm not going to eat any. I have no desire, because it is real meat, just raised in a different way. It's not like a Beyond Burger or something. It is actually meat. Is it made out of pea protein or whatever? Oh, cool. DJ, well, it's a good question. Glad I could share my thoughts with you on lab-grown meat. But yeah, it's not created for vegans or anything like that, because we're already fine. We're doing fine without lab-grown meat. It's for the 99% of the human population that could use, that wants to keep eating meat, but wants it to be produced in a cheaper way, which it might be eventually, which it's not there yet. But I think most importantly for vegans, yeah, the animals don't have to get bothered. Carl's here. Where's Carl? Let me look here. Cool, DJ. I thought you might be vegan from the way you asked that question. Stop abusing animals. Be vegan says most carnists would crap on someone's head if it benefited them. Maybe so. I don't know. It was just a dumb story that came to my mind when I thought of, like, just because you can do something doesn't mean it's right or you ought to do something. And crapping on someone's head is a perfect example of that. You can't believe the carnivores out there spewing that fruits and veggies are bad for us. It's funny how you don't see any medical organizations saying this. Just influencers on social media that say this. Like, I want to see some health organizations say, no, don't eat fruits and veggies. By all means, don't do that. That's horrible. That's going to kill you. Eat fewer fruits and veggies. I mean, when you go to the cemetery, see all these people buried there because they ate too much broccoli. You know, it just doesn't work like that. Travis, I think a lot of meat eaters too. And there'll probably undoubtedly be a well-financed campaign from the meat makers, the animal agriculture industry, to just make lab-grown meat. Let's just paint it as Franken meat, and it's gonna make you grow 3 brains and turn you and make your dick fall off. Who knows? They're gonna just do some kind of smear campaign. They've already done that with, like, Impossible Meat, Beyond Burgers, stuff like that. So they'll spend their money on just like lying and scaring people. That's what it is. It'll just make people afraid, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully it'll survive that, but who knows? There's a lot of money behind. There's a lot of evil money that'll be trying to slander lab-grown meat if it ever became a threat. Your doctor told you not to eat mangoes or oranges. That's very specific, Graven. Do you recall the reasons why your doctor singled out those 2 fruits as fruits you should never eat? Let's see. I didn't know that Chef AJ had cancer and she hid it because she didn't want veganism to get a bad name. Whatever you eat, you're eventually going to die of something. Yeah, there's nothing written in the scientific literature saying if you eat a vegan or plant-based diet that you have 0 risk of cancer. It does reduce your risk. And that's what people don't understand. It's all about probabilities. There's no slam dunks. It's like saying if you eat meat, you have 100% chance of getting cancer or heart disease or fill in the blank. No, it's probabilities. It raises your risk relative to not eating that stuff, to eating plants. So I don't think it's anything to be ashamed about. Vegans still can get diseases. Vegans still can get anything. Just you might have a lower chance of getting it, but doesn't mean that the chance is gone. You know, you still have some chance. Kale is bad for us. Again, I don't think too many people have passed on from eating too much kale in their lives. Uncle says grapefruit is avoided when it conflicts with certain medicines. Okay, that makes sense. If there's some medical reason, all right, cool. If it's just some non-scientific bias against plants, then that's bullshit. She said it was too high in sugar. She asked what I like to snack on. I said mangoes and oranges. You don't have diabetes, though. Did you tell her that it's like whole food plants? It's not like you're eating like table sugar. It's a whole food plant. So the sugar gets really slowly into your blood, unlike, say, if you had a candy bar or something like that. Secondly, if you're not diabetic or pre-diabetic, then why should you be eating like a diabetic and worried about sugar if your body's handling it just fine? Maybe your doctor has some problems with sugar and insulin or something like that. But if you don't, then why should you need to eat like your doctor or a diabetes patient? Let's see, Sarah, you're stoked you won't have to miss next week. Your fam is coming Monday through Friday, so they'll be gone by Friday night. And if you can't make it, that's totally cool. I realize next week, Christmas is on Wednesday, but it could, a lot of people's schedules might be weird. But yeah, anything can kill you. Water, when drinking in too great of a quantity, can kill you. Anything, you can eat any food. There's you probably could eat kale if you ate it so quickly and so much. Yeah, you could probably get sick and die or something like that. And same with water. You've probably heard stories of like water drinking contests, which are a stupid idea, and sometimes contestants die because they consume too much water too quickly. So anything could kill you. But anyway, Uncle, you passed another kidney stone last week. Oh, so sorry to hear, Uncle. That sounds horrible. And you haven't had any spinach in years. Okay, so cool. Sarah and Heidi will both be able to be here Friday, and I see no reason, unless some medical emergency happens to my mom or something like that, I should be here Friday because, yeah, we're not doing anything special that day. Cool, Johnny. Well, we're glad you can make it here today. Awesome. Let's see. Kale is not high in sugar. Just some people have problems with anything, you know. Maybe they're afraid of oxalates or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, thanks, Moi Freestyle. My California tea. I thought this shirt would trigger some anti-vegans too. They come here. Oh, I hate vegans because I put, tell me why you eat meat still. They come here and see this California dude in a beanie and long hair, California, get totally triggered. California vegan guy with long hair. He probably thinks he's cool. I just thought maybe I'd trigger someone, but it didn't work. At least not yet. Cool, Johnny. This helps you calm down. Yeah, the live streams do have a similar effect on me as well, too. Actually, let me just do something really quick here. Awesome. Okay. No, I don't eat kale every day. In fact, I could probably often go a week or so without eating kale. But I have kale usually around once a week because it's it's an ingredient in one of the staple dishes that we have. It's in the Happy Health of Eating cookbook, the Tuscan kale pilaf. It's the first dish in the book. So we have that around once a week. You guys can still hear Angie laughing. Oh, that's awesome. California man wants his double soy latte. Well, I am looking forward maybe tomorrow to grabbing an oat latte with Angie in the morning before I go and help my mom out in the afternoon. But what was I going to say? Yeah, it's an oat latte. I know VD tried to, California soy latte. Like, no, it's California oat latte, dumbass. Anyway, let's see, Milo, what are you doing? Doing a great job. Nieces and nephews, feeling the love and wisdom. Thank you for your thoughtfulness. Awesome. What's that, Sarah? You love kale, arugula, spinach most days? I don't eat huge bundles of it, though. Yeah, I think most days we'll have some kind of green like that, too, unless we're doing something weird or something. But yeah, like you, I don't eat huge, weird quantities of it or something like that. Just reasonable quantities that Angie will do in her food preparations. Let's see. DJ, yes, I'm still making music. Yeah, we're working on 3 songs right now. Actually, 3 remixes. And we just released another song. Yeah, we released 3 songs this year. Yeah, I just played one of our new ones last week. Let's see. Do I have a video for this one? Yeah, I thought I had. Let me see what I got here really quickly. YouTube. Let's see. Love. I get love spirals instead of love spirals downwards. Here, let's go check out a little bit of our latest song, Used to Be. Just released this. It came out on Apple Music just a few days ago, and all the other streaming services about a month ago. Let's play a little bit of it here.
Days filled with nothing and nobody. Put my dreams upon the shelf. Return to my lonely self.
Microphone.
No one to rely upon but me.
Give you the link to this too.
Sit in silence, waiting for a sign. In a prison
link down there if you want to check this out. I'll just play it. I'll let it go into the chorus. We're on the verse right now. Then I'll stop it.
No one to rely upon but me. No one, when the shadows start to fall.
Anyway, that's the latest one. That's our latest song there, and you can stream them all on Spotify, Apple Music. It's on our Love Spirals Downwards feed on those services. Buy them on Bandcamp. Anyway, yeah, that's we're busy right now. We got a lot of music in just a lot of stuff, a lot of songs happening right now. Remixes, new songs. So thanks, thank you guys. Oh, thanks, Sarah. There's always a Love's Easy Tears. There's always a Cocteau Twins inspiration in pretty much every song I make, so I can't get rid of that. I'm so 90s. Yeah, Heidi, it's very dreamy. That's usually a very classic attribute in the stuff I make. It's usually quite dreamy. I don't know why. I just make this weird... I've always made usually this weird kind of dreamy, spacey, atmospheric music that's both simultaneously beautiful and sad. And it often makes people reflective and introspective. It's weird. I don't know what's wrong with me. This is just how I do things. I don't know. That's just how I'm wired to make music like that. So, I don't know. Anyway. Oh, sorry to hear that, Kyla. Your BF's dad just had quadruple bypass open heart. That sounds hardcore. Tried to urge him to eat plant-based. He's a hunter, and every meal is animal. He probably doesn't really understand or believe that there's some kind of connection between like what you're eating, like dietary cholesterol, saturated fat, and heart disease risk. I'm not sure what would convince people. Let's see, Enigma. I remember Enigma from the 90s. Are we talking about the same band? Enigma, they're kind of like mellow, atmospheric. Yeah. I used to like, if that's we're talking about the same band. I had their I guess it was their first CD from back then. Yeah, Sarah remembers Enigma too. It's that one that had where the female voice said that French thing in the choruses. That one, that was the one I dug. The one that nice little trip hop beat. Not exactly the kind of music I would make, but I don't always. Like a lot of the music I listen to and appreciate isn't like the style I make, but there might be some kind of vibe in there that I'm attracted to. And I listen to a lot of like Korean music, like Korean indie and K-pop. Not to say I like every Korean song, but there's songs in there that are amazing. Just God, the atmospheres I'm hearing in a lot of the songs are just like wow, I wish I could produce like that. Wow, speaking of the 90s, you were listening to Dead Can Dance earlier today. Wow, Sarah, what brought that on? I asked because I can't recall the last time I put in like went to like any of my music services or my music libraries and fired up Dead Can Dance. Not to say I don't like them. They were a band I listened to a ton in the 90s, and I saw them a bunch of times in the 90s. But I haven't listened to them in decades, I guess no, maybe I take that back. I think about maybe 6 years ago, Angie and I were listening to God, what's that album? I think it's Aion, AION. We were listening to that for a little bit for some reason. But anyway, let's see. Ooh, you think the song sounds like Massive Attack Teardrop? Well, let's go back because, I think that song is an influence. Let me forward up a little bit, and I'll show you one part of the song that kind of is very Massive Attack. You're right, this beat. Massive Attack often does this thing where they have like I mean, some songs where they have like a beat like this and a grand piano. That's what I'm doing on this song. So it has a Massive Attack underpinning kind of thing. Okay, come up here in this little breakdown. It's kind of Massive Attack here. Right up here. Kind of Massive Attack. If you guys don't know what that is, look that band up. But do they do guitar solos like this? Does Massive Attack do this? Oh, we've been on the Echo show, both as Love Spirals and Love Spirals Downwards. Oh, it's funny, Carl, you brought up sax, because in the song that we released just prior to this one, like a month or two before this one, I did have some really cool atmospheric saxophones recordings / samples that I used. So yeah. But yeah, there is a Massive Attack influence in this song, amongst other things. It's funny that Marty brought up Echoes Radio, because yeah, I'm familiar with them, having been played and interviewed by them before. Attack, isn't that a type of musical effect? Well, the way you hit a note is called attack. Also in the realm of like synthesis, like synthesizers, there's these things called envelope filters, ADSR, attack, decay, sustain, release. So there's attack in there. The term attack gets used often in various aspects of music making, usually referring to different things, but often just referring to like how something begins, like immediately. So anyway, let me get back here. I'm kind of lost here. Here we are. Okay, cool. That's funny, Varlas. You have all that music stored on your phone and just listen to one song as a ringtone. Yeah, Varlish. Yeah, we're big fans of music from that region of England, the Portishead and Bristol. You know, from that area, from the Bristol area, Manchester. I mean, this is music I grew up with in the '90s and early 2000s. Yeah, for sure. Some sneaker pimps and Shibumato. Wow, you're rocking some stuff. Why? Let's see. Did you say why you had Let's see. I'll see if you said anything about Dead Can Dance. Yeah, '90s had really cool music, and I was really fortunate to grow up in the '90s, like the golden age of CDs and indie music. It was a cool time. It's totally different than how things are now. Seattle era. I never really got into the Seattle music all that much, Uncle, but I could relate to them because most of them are like my age, like Gen X dudes, like Kurt Cobain, born the same year as I am. You know, I'm total hardcore Gen X dude. And I respect a lot of the music from, like, say, from some of the Seattle bands, like Kurt Cobain, Nirvana. Pearl Jam's got some nice songs too, for that matter. But I didn't like them at the time, Pearl Jam. I just thought they were like commercial, blah, blah, you know. But no, then I've gotten older and heard some more stuff from Seattle. Okay, I was being too snobby back then. I'm into my weird indie music from England and stuff like that. I don't want to listen to these dirty guys from Seattle or something like that. You know, these dirty guys making millions of dollars in Seattle being played on MTV all day, you know. But now I'm older and less snobby, I can appreciate things that I previously turned my nose up to. Yeah, Kayla. Yeah, 90s music. I can't disagree with what you're saying about there. Some of the best, distinct and magical time for music. And I'm glad I had my little part in the 90s, in this my little sub-genre that I was in, that I still am in now in 2024. I haven't changed all that much. Dinosaur rock too? We talking like 70s stuff? Like hell yeah. Some of the greatest music is not only from the 90s, but from like the early and mid 70s. You know, like Pink Floyd's like Dark Side of the Moon and Wish You Were Here. You know, I mean, just for starters, you know, there's way more than that. But so yeah, there's great music from pretty much all decades. I mean, the 80s had fantastic music too. I mean, Angie and I were blessed to grow up through our whole lives having all this, every decade, just have amazing music all the time. Let's see, Sarah, you like Soundgarden and Alice in Chains, the most of the groups, as far as that, like, Seattle thing. But I'm like, yeah, my main love back then was like the British alt pop from the 80s. The darker, the better. Yeah, me and Sarah cut from the same cloth there for sure. That was my thing, 100%. Pretty much all the bands I was listening to, like 90% of the bands I was listening to were from England, making this weird, dark, atmospheric music. Heidi, you went to Lilith Fair back in the day. Awesome. See some love for Sonic Youth too. Awesome. Michael Jackson. Yeah, how can you think of the 80s without Michael Jackson? I mean, yeah, Thriller. It's fucking genius. It's a brilliant album. You know, his 70s stuff is cool too. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people just think, oh, he's just like this like big pop star, and he was, but he had a shit ton of talent too. Just not only as a singer, dancer. I mean, no one dances like Michael Jackson. As a music producer in his own right too. He's like the complete package. Oh, Tones on Till. Didn't they just play recently? Didn't they like reform for like a year or two? Tones on Till, that's like some of the former members of Bauhaus. Gen X, we are getting older, lol. William Orbit, yes. Thanks for bringing up William Orbit there, Sarah. The album he produced and wrote with Madonna, it's brilliant. What's the name of that one, guys? You guys tell me. What's the album that he did with Madonna? It's so cool. I love that album. It's a perfect pairing of talents there. And she wanted to get some hip underground electronic production dude. Found him in William Orbit. That's probably my favorite Madonna album. I can't remember the name right now. Angie and I were just listening to it not that long ago. Like earlier this year, we were digging that one. Well, Prince, another musical genius as well. 100%. I don't know if he's better than Michael Jackson, but they're both talented, extremely talented in their own right. Yeah, Philly Soul's awesome too, Sarah. Yeah, Motown, Philly Soul. There's so much good music from all these different decades, you know. And yeah, that's when we grew up in the 70s. We're listening to stuff from the 60s, 80s. Listen, you know, it's like so much going on. Ray of Light, is that the name of the song or the album? But thank you, Moi Freestyle Life. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. That era of Madonna there when she was working with Bill in Orbit. Awesome stuff. Actually, by then too, she finally had like trained her voice some. Like her first few albums, super raw, just going purely on energy and whatever talent she had, you know, and getting by. But yeah, by the time she got to that album, Ray of Light, yeah, she's singing really well. And what's really cool about that album too, I'm talking about, she has a goth song. Do you guys remember that, Sarah? The one that was like the big single at the time is super gothy. So I was like, oh, this is cool. We got William Orbit bringing all these ambient electronic stuff. She's singing well, and the mood is goth. Like, hell yeah, Madonna, you're awesome. But it's hard to disagree with you there, Vixie Pixie, that, you know, if someone put a gun in my head, like what decade had like the best albums, I might say the 70s, you know, is a really high chance. No, we're not going to have a Michael Jackson versus Prince war. We can respect them all. Yeah, I could talk about music all day, huh? I would play some of these songs we're talking about, but I'll get copyright struck and they might even take the video down later on. So we're not, I could show my stuff because I have it worked out with our music distributor that I can play our songs on our YouTube channels and not have to worry about this stuff. Yeah, Jesse, Michael Jackson, Prince, entirely different, but both incredible talents. One thing people don't realize a lot about Prince is that when you listen to his albums, he played all the instruments. He can't do that live, so he has to get a band, but he played all the instruments, everything. Drums, bass, guitar, keyboards, singing, and whatever else he's got going. He's playing all the instruments. Not only for his band, but for all the artists he's making albums for too, like Morris Day was that his name, and Sheena, whatever those, Sheena Easton, Sheila. He's doing all this stuff, like he made so many songs. He had to create other bands so he can get all his songs out there. That's just totally just crazy in a good way. Yeah, freak of nature. HC Lyrics, Youth of Today. Yeah, Angie knows him. I think that's one of the bands. Is that the band that got her into... She knows Youth of Today, though. Anyway. That's one plus going for Prince, I guess, there, Graven, huh? That's cool, Heidi. When you lived in Minnesota, you went to the club Prince performed at back in the day. Awesome. In fact, I have... I bought I shouldn't, maybe I don't want to give this information out. I don't want any would-be thieves thinking about stuff I have, but I did get a piece of gear from a studio in Hollywood that closed. The studio closed down, and it's a piece of gear that Prince may have actually used. Yeah, it was like Earth, Wind, and Fire. We recorded a lot in the studio. Prince did some of his early stuff, so I might have something here. I have no proof, but there's a decent chance Prince sung through it. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. It's just something I can't fact check, but there's a decent chance. Johnny, I believe both Prince and Michael Jackson died from fentanyl. Am I wrong, guys? Is that what brought them down? Taking fentanyl for whatever pain relief things they needed. Everyone in Minnesota loves Prince. Awesome. They should. But yeah, Prince was freaky nonetheless, even though he didn't have the child problems. He's still a freaky dude. It wasn't fentanyl. What was it? I knew it was a hardcore. It was hardcore pain medications. I know that for sure in Michael's case because he was he was in his 50s and he was preparing for a tour, and his dancers are all in their prime youths of their lives, and Michael's having trouble keeping up. I totally get it, being in my 50s trying to play basketball and keep up with the dudes in their 20s. So yeah, he was taking some kind of pain thing that his doctor that he hired to be his doctor gave him. Okay, it was propofol. Okay. All right, thanks. I knew it was some hardcore pain drug. How about Prince? Do you remember which one Prince had? Which one got him? Kayla, I feel like many celebrities are grifters that do whatever makes them favorable and fall off when the trend changes. You're describing these why I'm no longer vegan people, Kayla. You're not describing Prince or Michael Jackson or any of the people we're talking about. You're talking about why I'm no longer vegan. Yeah, I had a YouTube channel where I was showing off how great it is to make smoothies and show my thigh gap and size 0 waist, and my views went down a little bit, so I started eating meat. I'm not vegan anymore. Oh yeah, vegan was killing me, by the way. Just having smoothies every day. That's what vegans eat. It's horrible, so I quit being vegan. That's the grifters there. Wow, Sarah, sorry to hear your friend's son just died of fentanyl 25. I heard it. I think that's the #1 killer now, people in that age range. Yeah, I know someone out here whose son is around that age, maybe a little bit older, and died from fentanyl. Okay, Johnny adds that Michael Jackson drug was also something that puts you to sleep. He had issues with sleeping on his own. Wow. Okay, so Prince did die of fentanyl. Okay, notice how yeah, they're both like, you know, hardcore like pain reliever, super freaking chill hard drugs. So anyway, yeah, usually like opioids make you constipated too, right? So high fiber vegan is necessary to counteract that. Hey Jen Knight, how you doing there? We always go off some weird tangents, huh? It's interesting, huh? Never thought we'd be talking about what drugs did Michael Jackson and Prince die from in this live stream. Yeah, I don't know too much about Amy Winehouse's abuse, you know, drugs of abuse. Okay, Sarah's saying she was a huge drinker. So anyway, yeah, Heidi, you never know what we're going to talk about, huh? You never know. You think you know we're going to just talk about veganism, or some guy's going to come and say, hey, I eat meat and it's okay. You never know what we're going to talk about. No, alcohol is totally a drug. I mean, even hardcore. It's a drug that's addictive and can kill you. So we're not trying to whitewash alcohol or anything like that. I mean, alcohol could be worse in many ways. You know, it's like something you just keep doing every day. You don't think you're doing bad, but you're getting sicker and destroying your life and life of those around you. Yeah, tangents because no vegan haters here. Well, they haven't been coming in a while, you know. I'm not sure why. They just don't take the bait, or YouTube doesn't think it's cool to suggest us to the anti-vegans anymore, which is weird because anytime we make a post on our Facebook page, Happy Healthy Vegan Facebook page, we have to actually go in and say, only send it out to people who follow us, because if we don't, it goes out to all these idiots that come and hate on us. So I don't know why Facebook loves to promote us to anti or non-vegans, but YouTube's tightened it down a bit. Travis, Bowie recorded an entire album on cocaine and didn't know? Really? I didn't hear about that. Oh, Kayla, sorry to hear that about your mom. Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on from people who are suffering in their health right now. Graven, drugs open up the doors to your creative side. Otherwise, what are your songs going to be about? Groceries? The price of groceries? I mean, not all drugs are the same. You know, like, you know, you've heard me say, you know, often on this live stream that, you know, I'm pro, like, say, decriminalization / legalization of, like, say, at least cannabis and maybe other things too. I'm open to. You know, and I smoke cannabis on occasion, especially for, like, you know, creative purposes, music listening, sometimes music creation. And I see nothing wrong with that. I'm not harming myself, at least maybe not in any way that I can notice. But I don't think it's not causing any problems, like I'm saying. I'm not like becoming like a addictive person, because you can't get addicted to it really, other than psychological. But then you get psychologically addicted to, you know, making train sets, or, you know, whatever your hobby is, or, you know. And hey, thanks for the super chat tip there, Johnny Bravo. Your cousin's uncle passed away from drug usage on Tuesday, and they found out yesterday. Mind you, he was a veteran of the U.S. Army. Wow, even way more tragic. Oh, so sorry to hear about that. I just found that, so Tuesday, and today's like, so they found out on Thursday. Wow. Sorry, Johnny. Hopefully your family's doing okay, and that's, you know, sucks to it happens so close to the holidays right now, Christmas. So yeah, my condolences to you and your family, Johnny, and hope you guys are gonna make it through that all right. Varley, she'd love to be cannabis to be made legal in England, but Starmer is ideologically opposed to it. Like, that sucks how people are like that. Like, what's the crime if it's legalized? You know, it'll be controlled by the government. It's not gonna be a black market or anything like that. What's wrong? Like, if you can drink alcohol legally in England, why can't you have some, like, cannabis? Like legally produced and grown cannabis in England. Why? It's like they're controlling your state of consciousness. No, just drink alcohol. That's the only altered state of consciousness that our law will permit for our citizens. If you want to smoke cannabis, you're going to jail or something. I don't understand how that's justifiable. Hey, did I see AJ pop in? Aloha, AJ. Good to see you. Almost at the end here. I've been on an hour and 50 minutes. But I understand it. It's a weird time of the year. People are doing stuff. They're Christmas shopping. They're tripping. Not to say you're doing any of those things right now. The holiday gatherings will be happening for some of us. Not me. I don't think I'll be doing too much. But I totally get how it's going to be weird for the next few weeks. But alcohol, yeah, it's very not good for the body. Horribly toxic for the body. Not only just your physical body, your physical brain too. It's not known to like help your brain cells out or anything like that. That's why I just kind of drink on. It's kind of rare occasion, like yesterday. I told you when we went out to celebrate. Angie and I went out to celebrate our dating anniversary. We had our vegan pizza out in the sun, 73 degrees, poolside. And then we each had a glass, not a bottle. We each had a glass of rosé wine, some actually rosé from Provence, France, which is a great region for rosé. I actually like the Sonoma rosés I've been drinking recently. I thought they were better than the French one. But anyway, I'm saying occasionally, yeah, it's a special occasion. Your dating anniversary with your longtime lover, wife. That's I think that's reason to each get a glass and toast and celebrate. But it's not like I'm going to drink anything tonight. I don't have anything to drink in the house tonight, I don't think. Actually, I take that back. There might be a little can of a store-made like margarita that I got early in the summer. It came in a 4-pack. And I just wanted one, and I think I have one left. Shows you how often I have drinks. That's good, Johnny. Alcohol is weird, but I do appreciate well-made wines. On occasion, I can taste it. It's just like when I eat like the bananas from Whole Foods. I can taste the quality of it compared to bananas I get elsewhere. Same thing with a well-produced wine. You can taste it, and it doesn't taste weird or harsh. It just tastes lovely. Yeah, Vixie Pixie, it is hard to die from an overdose of cannabis. I don't even know if that'd be physically possible. Maybe if you had it all in resin or you injected a giant amount into you, but I don't think you could smoke or vape a lethal dose of cannabis. Wouldn't want to try, though. No one take me up on this challenge or anything. I'm not giving you my, saying this is a true fact. I'm just saying I think you can't do it. Yeah, Kelly, but alcohol, which is legal in pretty much every country, except for maybe some Muslim ones, yeah, it keeps the healthcare industry, taken care of. I mean, it creates a lot of health issues that, that keep the medical industry a lot of money. Anyway, yeah, a little bit of wine though, Vixie Pixie. That's how I roll. Just a little bit of wine here and there, special occasions. To be honest, I don't know when I'll have my next glass of wine. Maybe if Angie and I get really like wild, maybe we'll share a little something. Maybe we'll get that margarita out, and that might be in the fridge. I can't say for sure. We might have one left. Maybe we'll drink it on New Year's Eve. Maybe I'll do a little New Year's Eve live stream and drink the margarita. I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, when do I have my next glass of wine? I honestly, if I were a gambling man or a man making a prediction, I probably won't have another glass of wine for at least the minimum 2 months. Probably it could be 3, 4, 5 months before I have another glass of wine. What's that, Uncle? You like small amounts of different kinds of liquor, like Drambuie. See, I don't even know what these things are. Yeah, when I go to bars and I see what's inside of like a Mai Tai or whatever, I go, wow, what is this? I don't even know liquor at all. Oh wow, AJ, thank you.
Weekly cult dues.
Oh, cool. I heard it speak. I wasn't sure if my text-to-speech thing was functioning properly or not. Cool. I'm glad we figured that out. I figured that. And thank you so much, AJ, for the weekly cult dues to fund this enterprise known as veganism, which, of course, needs a charismatic cult leader to run it all, or else where would veganism be without a cult leader? I'm just totally joking. I don't even think I'm all that charismatic, but I am a cult leader. No, I'm neither of the two. And yes, to New Year's Eve Live, Angie and I did that about 3 years ago. 2-3 years ago, we did a New Year's Eve live stream together. So maybe we'll do that. What's kind of cool is we came on at a time, so we celebrated a few different New Year's Eves. Like we came on so that we could celebrate New Year's Eve for the East Coast, and then the next time zone. I think we only stayed on for a couple time zones. So when ours rolled around for our midnight, our live stream is long done. But maybe we will do such a thing, perhaps. Kayla, get wasted and record yourself cooking vegan. That'd be crazy. Huh. Yeah, I've heard of in recent years more people having more problems with toxic levels of cannabis. And I wonder how they're taking it. Do you know if they're smoking it like flowers, old school style? Or are they doing those resins? Because I tried that like twice, I think, resins. No way. That shit's crazy. It's like, no, it's just way too powerful. Just smoke it. It's like, most store-bought, commercially produced cannabis is so potent now compared to like, say, before legalization. Like, growing methods are perfected now. It's really strong stuff. So smoking flowers is strong enough. I see a lot of kids. Ingesting. There's issues with that as well. Yeah, I mean, I still think the safest way is to either, as far as being able to control. Here's the thing: if you ingest, or if you do the resins, it's hard to control how much you're really getting. But because you can get so much so quick from the resins, and the ingestibles take a long time for the effects to come. You don't know how much you're really taking. But when you're smoking or vaping, you hit it and you go, okay, all right, I'll have another one. You can measure it. You can self-judge where you're at and if you should have any more or not. You don't get that choice as much with those others. But anyway. Yeah, if you want to avoid these problems, you should probably do it in a safer way. But I like Sarah's tip. I like those store-bought gummies you told me about, Sarah. Those are cool. I'm all out right now. I gotta walk over to the local dispensary one day and get more of those vegan gummies, those high CBD gummies. Those are nice. I dig those. So I want to thank you again for turning me on to those. Let's see. Did I miss something on my rant there? Yeah, it's 2 hours, Sarah. You're totally right, man. Oh, man, time sure went fast. And AJ came right at the end. I feel bad to leave AJ since he just got here. I'll go on a few more minutes, see if we have anything else we want to talk about before I go. But I'm going to end this pretty soon because Angie's waiting for me. And I haven't really seen her much today. Was at the gym earlier, and I was taking care of other business earlier. Then I'm going to go visit my mom tomorrow. We'll probably go have some coffee tomorrow morning, but I want to give some attention to my wife, especially we're having our dating anniversary right now, which is weird, I think, to celebrate your dating anniversary, but we just got so bummed with our wedding anniversary being in August. It's crazy in August. It's like, it's the middle of summer, there's tourists everywhere, so if you want to go somewhere, it's crowded. It's hot. Usually that's the hottest month of the year. It's just not a good time to go out and feel good about things usually. So we kind of like it like in wintertime. It's like less touristy. It's a little cooler, but that's, we got a 73-degree day yesterday. So that was totally awesome. It was a gift from God, basically. So anyway, I don't want to ignore my wife too much. So I'll be joining her really soon. AJ knows when the stream starts. No, good one, Sarah. No, I'm sure AJ had something going on for sure. You know? But what's for dinner tonight? I don't know. Angie made us a really good potato based curry earlier. So that was probably our dinner. I had it maybe like less than an hour before starting this live stream. So I think I'm good as far as a big meal goes. But I'll probably have maybe a little bowl of cereal, or maybe, you know, we talked about earlier how there's a vegan market here. Let me give them a shout out too. I think I saw a text from them that I bought something. It's called Earthly Vegan Market, spelled URTHLY, Earthly Vegan Market. So if you're ever in the Anaheim area, check it out. It's all, everything is vegan. It's like a small market. It's like a giant grocery store. It's like a size of like a liquor store size store. But anyway, I got some oh god, what did I get? Some kind of frozen Asian thing. I forgot if it was like a bun or something like that, like a chashu bao or something like that. But I may I'll steam some of those tonight, just because I can, because I got them. AJ, yeah, it's romantic, celebrating our dating anniversary, especially when we're married. So we kind of have two anniversaries, one in the middle of summer, one in the middle of winter. So it's kind of cool, I guess. Oh, thanks, Che. I will go love on my wife for sure. Hey, Kayla. Yeah, I mean, I think we have a good relationship. Could it be even better? Yeah, I mean, nothing's ever perfect, but, you know, we still dig each other. We don't drive each other too crazy. We like being around each other. You know, so I see myself being with her forever. Curry potatoes. Angie was on earlier, Uncle, describing it. I wanted to give AJ just a really quick recap of what Angie. It's a potato dish with some veggies and mushrooms. And I made some rice in the steamer or the Instapot, and there were some curry things she put, and apples too. It's this Japanese dish. If it sounds really weird, it's a Japanese kind of curry recipe. Yeah, Vixie Pixie. Yeah, I see you talking to Kayla. Yeah, no, cannabis isn't for everyone. Yeah, if it doesn't work for you, if it makes you like anxious or something like that, yeah, don't do it. Yeah, but for some people, it helps with healing, like Vixie Pixie's talking about. For me, actually, my body, I tell you, it feels sore from all the crazy basketball I've been doing for the past week. So I could use some pain relief from that. I'll probably have a little tonight, most likely. And when I do that, I'll probably listen to some music too, because that's what I love about cannabis. I love the pain relief. I like the pain relief, but I love what it does as far as the oral aspects, the attributes it has, how I can like really dig into listening to a song, and which is a godsend for a music producer. That's what, you know, production's all about. An ear for detail, how a sound sounds, how is it made, how do you think it was made, maybe just taking a guess, and noticing details of how songs are put together. So yeah, cannabis can help with that. At least that's how it works for me. My brain's wired for music production. It might not be the same for you, I don't know. But anyway, I might do some tonight just to chill out a little bit and relax and check out some songs. Yeah, there's a really cool song I've been into lately from a Korean band called Monsta X. It's called Night View, if you want to look it up. I've just been listening to this song hardcore for the past like month or so. Monsta X, just like it sounds, Night View. There's a weird video for it on YouTube, but it's a live one, so they're not singing as well. But I listen to it just, you know, on like Apple Music or Spotify. It's really cool. It's just cool, atmospheric, slower tempoed, like house song, like a deep house song. It has this cool analogy 303 kind of bass and cool atmospheric keyboards and really cool vocal hooks. I just been totally into this song. I can't stop listening to Night View by Monsta X. You know Monsta X, you're into K-pop. It wasn't one of their big hits or anything like that, even though they did perform it at least once on one of those Korean music shows that are weekly, you know, when all the K-pop bands go and show their new songs. They did perform it on at least one show one time. That's all I can find. As opposed to some of their big hits, you can find like dozens and dozens of those performances. But yeah, if you're a Monsta X fan, you just want to check out what kind of stuff I've been just totally grooving on. Yeah, Night View by Monsta X. Totally loving that song. If you like that, come back next week and let me know, because there's another song I just found from them too, a live performance of one of their songs that's just amazing. It's on this Korean show called It's Live, where they have a really just world-class band, you know, drums, guitar, bass, keyboards, all that, and they bring K-pop stars on, and they have this world-class band reinterpret their songs. Anyway, if you want to know more about that, I'll share that with you next week. But yeah, check out Night View by Monsta X. That assumes you like atmospheric songs. If you want something that's slamming, is going to get you all excited, no, it's super chill out, float away, kind of like my music. You just put it on, you float away, let it tingle your eardrums. But anyway, you got it, Jet Sarah. I'm gonna get going soon too. But good to see you, Sarah. Now you stayed 2 hours and 5 minutes, so that's awesome. I know you're like a 2-hour live streamer, so good to see you, Sarah. And we look forward to seeing you Friday. If your family extends their stay and you can't make it, I'll understand. But it sounds like you're gonna be free Friday night. That's cool. And the next Friday I'll talk about if we might do a New Year's live stream, me and Angie, or not. We'll see. I'm just making this up as I go right now, because we don't go places. We're very homebodied, so we might just hang out with you guys possibly. But good to see you, Sarah. Uncle, you love listening to Hendrix with stereo headphones. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just having a nice, awesome, engaging and music experience. Yeah, Hendrix will do that to you as well. Oh yeah, Sarah sent me this link to this vegan strip club in Portland. I go, how can it be a vegan strip club? Well, it's the menu. And I looked up the menu. It's actually pretty damn good. If it was around here, I wouldn't go for the strippers. I'd just go to the restaurant part, unless it's all in one and the same place. But they had some pretty interesting, not so interesting, just enticing menu items at this vegan strip club in Portland. So if you're into Portland and vegan and strip clubs, Google it. There's a place there for you. Not promoting strip clubs or anything like that, but that menu looked pretty damn good. Brian Eno ambient. Yeah, I love Brian Eno. My favorite Brian Eno albums are the collaborations he did with fellow ambient artist Harold Budd, The Plateau of Mirror, and The Pearl. I listened to both those albums a million times. Sure, the menu. Seriously, Sarah, I don't like strip clubs. It's kind of trip me out. But yeah, The Plateau. If you want to check out another club, these are from, I think, the late 70s or early 80s. The Plateau of Mirror and The Pearl by Harold Budd and Brian Eno. Check those out. Total classic early ambient albums. They're Fatal Love. That's it. Did I call it? I think the album, Milo, is Fatal Love, and the song is Night View. Let me just double check really quick. Now I'm starting to question myself. Night View, Monsta X. Here's the lyrics. Yeah, that's it. It's called Night View by Monsta X, but I think it's on the Fatal Love album. So thanks for pointing that out to me, Milo. I can't vouch for the rest of the album. I haven't listened to it too much. I just keep playing Night View over and over again. It's just like it's just living rent free in my head. I'm thinking of it right now. Seriously, I can hear all the stuff going on. So I got to listen to that tonight. You know what I'm gonna do when I get done? Hang out with Angie, smoke some cannabis probably, and listen to Night View by Monsta X. So check it out. Let me know if you liked it or not. If you check it out. Apano, I really doubt the strippers are vegan at that strip club that Sarah told us about. But no, the food there, it says right on the website, because I checked it out because she told me about it. The food there is it's an all vegan menu at that vegan strip club. So who knew there were vegan strip clubs? Veganism has come a long way. There's vegan strip clubs now. That's crazy, and I guess it's cool. I guess if there's going to be strip clubs, they might as well have some vegan ones, right? All right, guys. I guess I should go. It's always a pleasure, guys, to hang out with you on Fridays, and hopefully you guys get something positive out of it too. Even though we don't always talk about vegan stuff and we don't get too many vegan trolls, but I think we do a nice balance of talking about vegan stuff, what's happening in the vegan world, and then we just talk about stuff that interests us all, or most of us, because we're humans. We have, we're diverse. People, these haters that come and think, oh, you vegans do not. No, we're a diverse group of people. We have the same kinds of interests as most non-vegans have. We just happen to eat in a certain way and have a certain kind of ethical way of looking at things, but we're humans. and we are diverse in our interests, and we have passions that go beyond just how we eat and how we don't want to harm animals. So I'm glad that you guys don't mind discussing this, and we can all share some of our other passions and interests all together here in a safe place. So thanks for being here with me. Again, I feel elevated up a bit more than I did when I started, and it's thanks to having our minds all commingle here. And I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you so much. And thanks to all the super chat tips tonight. AJ, Johnny Bravo, Sarah, Jordan, Vegan, and Don Jackson at the very start of the live stream. Thanks so much, guys. And I want to thank our fearless moderator, Uncle, who had to single-handedly hold back all these trolls. And I know it's super chill tonight. Yeah, we didn't even need Peter, but we did miss you, Peter. So if you're watching, Peter, your absence was noticed and felt. But fortunately, Uncle had it all under control because pretty chill tonight. Just maybe one guy came in and said something, and he didn't respond to me when I asked him a question or something. So anyway, guys, good to see you all. I will be back next week. I'm not sure what the schedule is, but once again, remember, Angie made a special video for all you Happy Fam people who are so generous and help us out here. We will premiere it to everyone because we haven't figured out, YouTube doesn't allow us just to do a live premiere just to channel members. So we'll premiere it to everyone, but as soon as it's done, it's going to be locked down just for the Happy Fam. But that way, cool. It's everyone can see it. But yeah, it's a kind of a year end review of some of the great vegan foods we've been eating all year. So we want to share it with you guys if you haven't seen it. So yeah, that'll be out next week for sure. Not sure what day. Will I make a response video of some kind to some anti-vegans? I don't know. I'm not sure how it's going to work next week with the holidays. But next Friday, I plan to be back with the live stream, and we could discuss more then if we should do some kind of New Year's live stream the following Wednesday. So that's the game plan for Happy Healthy Vegan for the near future. So once again, thank you to all of you guys for being here with me and sharing your thoughts with me. I appreciate it. I love interacting with all of you guys. And Peter! Peter's here. I'm going. Peter's about to say goodbye, but good to see you, Peter. And if you have any more video ideas, send them to me. Like I said, I'm not sure what my schedule is going to be like as far as a new response video, but if I have time, I'll make one because I like doing it. Just hopefully I have the time with the holidays and stuff like that. So anyway, guys, good to see you. I'll see you guys really soon. And Peter, you have good holidays too. I'll see you all next Friday. And if you got holiday stuff, it's all good. If you can't be here, totally cool. I'm not going to get mad at you, but I will miss you. All right, guys, much love to you all. And until next time, remember, it doesn't suck being vegan.